Hello, YouTube. Steve66 Trader, Steve Trader 66 subscribers, supporters. Appreciate it. It is 12:01 p.m. Eastern Time, August 19th, 2025. Haven't traded today. Well, actually, I made one trade today. I'm just saying, I just took it up two and a half points, but I didn't record it. Actually, I did record it. I didn't have the mic on. So I'm going to repeat everything I've done. So basically, in my Discord, folks were asking my pre-market, how do I pre-market prep, and I don't pre-market prep because I'm a scalper, and I just want to know what the market's doing, what the market possibly could happen prior, maybe a couple of hours prior, what may be happening, if there's any economic news or anything crazy geopolitically. All right, I'll keep that in the back of my head. What I normally do, let's go to the volume profile, and here's how I make my, I create my levels. So this is a volume profile that starts at 1800 hours the night before, 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, to 9:29. And then this one starts at 9:30 and continues on until 5:59. So when I take a look at this distribution, and the distribution was pretty much this way, right? I know that the price action coming off of this here, I'm gonna look at what's going on here first, prior to the open today, right? This is just telling you what happened in the market. Don't need to read 100, different newsletters and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Don't need to do that. I have one site that I use. It's called FinViz, and it gives me all the information I need. You know, what's on earnings, how to market that overnight, geopolitically. It has a news blast too in it, which is great. I also have Financial Juice, which is on my Discord. That's it's real time and just continues to go. All right, but anyway, let's get back to this. So if I take a box and I box the area, well, let's take a look at this. All right, we open, we come down. All right, sellers took it. We're still in pretty much the distribution area here. Okay, so if I just put my marker here, right where they, just doesn't have to be great, perfect. I say, all right, here we are. What happened? Oh, we came up. All right, what time did we come up? About 10 o'clock. Now, some of my videos, when it hits 10 o'clock, there's usually something going on. All right, something going on in the market at 10 o'clock. Keep that in mind. It's a tech tip. Okay, always. If you're trading anywhere near 10 o'clock, make sure you know that. All right, nice even number. People get to work at 9 o'clock, right? And they don't do anything for the first hour. They have their coffee, talk, schmooze, whatever. Then they get to work, and they get in at 9, and they're working out what they're going to do, where their orders are going to be, who the big customers are that they got to fill, and how their order flow is going. I'm talking about big business, all right, big dollars. So they come in, they do their thing, and all right, and the retailers are sitting back, and they're figuring out what's the initial balance and all this, what's the high, what's the low, whatever and within the first hour, half hour, depending on how you run that. And then am I going to go long or am I going to go short? All right. Well, that's going through my mind all the time. I'm not just looking at the first hour. I'm looking at blocks. Where are the blocks of consolidation and where's the expansion? That's what I'm looking for. So we have the blocks of consolidation. Right here we have a block of consolidation. Over here we have a block of consolidation. Then we have these little moves, expensive moves. Now we take a look at what's pretty much the common thing here. Well, you got a little. It's respecting point of control. It's respecting this little edge here. We're starting to build more value in here, more volumes coming inside here. Then you have this little consolidation area came up, but then the sellers took it. So where did that come? I want to know where that is. Oh, look, it's right below, right here. All right. So it's right below this area. Interesting. So I'm going to take that to the first hit right there. I don't want to be in any of these areas. I want to be here now. Okay, so I'm going to concentrate right here and to the end here, which is this low. All right, that's where I want to be. So that's my prep. Now I move to the dome and footprint. And this, and the dome is where it's going to give me my entry. All right. So we got buyers coming in right now. We have buyers and sellers, buy and sell, buy and sell. Do I even want to be here? Well, let's take a look. We have a little step in the profile right here, right? It looks like we went below it already. Are we going to make a new low? Are we going to hit this, go to the low here? Let's take a look at the cumulative delta. Well, here's a low. How does the cumulative delta look? Well, it looks pretty good. Looks like we're pretty much what's going, maybe if we take a look at this and we see that this is coming down a little more, right? And this is maybe a little higher, right? They may be getting exhausted. You may have an exhaustion issue here, right? If we stand here and we put our cursor right there, we could say, all right, how much further down do we got to go? Well, we just hit it, right? Are we going to get buyers to come in, right? It looks like we may, right? We have buyers coming in here, but is it going to take us to where, where's the meat on the bone? We got 4 points here. Are we going to maybe go 4 points? Well, it looks like we're making, low lows here, low highs and lower lows. So I would need to see some significant volume and some green to come in here. All right. But could we come down, then come back up, and then come back down again here? Yeah, that's a possibility. All right. So let me grab that. So let's take a look at what we got at the dome. All right. All right, so now we're below the swing, you see, and now we're still a little higher here. So I'm thinking we're going to go ahead and reverse at some point when we come back up. So I'm looking for an entry somewhere 39 to maybe 41 to maybe here. You still give me some meat on the bone to get to, at least this area here, this is the value area. All right. So where would my support be? My support will be right about here. So probably don't want to go below this, but I want to see how much volume actually accumulated within this little area here, 3850, and not much. There's just a lot of selling up here. We have some buying, some selling. We got a buying imbalance, which is good. The PLC is moving up a little bit. We do have some buyers coming in. We do have some decent delta. Still some negative delta. It's still becoming a little more negative. Let me see if I can see the buyers come in. Nothing crazy here. They tell me that's going to happen. So let's take a look at like 38.25, where this last footprint went. All right, so we're going a little low, 38.25, so we hit that. Now let's see if they're going to take it to the buy, because now I'm interested. Okay, I'm interested now. So you got a big buyer right here at 38.25. So I'm going to go ahead and make it an even number at 39. We can still drop a little bit. So I'm in. It should be pretty quick. So I'm going to go take my first one here, take my second one here, if I can, and then I'm going to go ahead and move my stop. So now I'm at a 1-to-1 ratio. I'm expecting a little momentum. We'll see. 117, nothing came back. We started to pull a little bit here. We're coming up just a little bit more. We're hitting a little resistance. Nope, we got it. That's our first target. We're going to move this. It's going to be a completely free. So that was a free trade. So we made it. So we made a point and a quarter. Right, so six. Yeah, so we made a point and a quarter on that. That was pretty fast. All right, we didn't come up anymore. Got it 39.25. We're below it, and that's how you do it. All right, so that's how I do it. There is other things that we're looking at. I'm looking at the dome. We need to learn how to use the dome. We need to learn how to use the footprint. You got to learn how to use the volume profile, and that's it. Everything I need is on each screen. Don't want to get analysis paralysis. You just want to be able to use the tools that you have, become good with the tools you have. Join my Discord. I will be doing something as far as learning how to use the depth of market, what each thing does. I want a small group, maybe 5 people. And maybe we'll do like once a week, we'll do a depth of market, we'll do a footprint, and then we'll do the volume profile. Or maybe start with the volume profile. It takes a little more to actually know this, what each thing means here. But yeah, maybe 5 folks that, beginners that want to learn this. All right. So let me know if that's what you want. All right. That's about it. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. That's how you can support me on the channel. All right. Appreciate it. See you on the next one.